guys, welcome to my reading pile for the weeks of November 26th to, I believe that'd be December like 10th or 15th, or maybe I'm going to look at my computer, well, whatever, the next 2 weeks following November 26th. I didn't get through nearly as many books as I wanted to. It is the Christmas season starting, so I spent a lot more time making Christmas cards and doing stuff like that. So you'll see some of these are repeats. It is what it is. There are some different ones on here as well. So the first one on my reading pile list is Living with Ghosts by Kari, Sperring. I've had this for a long time, and it is a fantasy something or another involving assassins. As I get older, I prefer to read bigger books or big books on my Kindle, and like these ones with little teeny dens typing are not my favorite. But yeah, so this is probably the last like little size book like this I have on my to be read pile, so I will try to get that read. The other one I got that I'm going to read is Where She Fell by Kaitlin Ward. This is a nice little thin one about a girl who falls into a sinkhole and finds kind of a world underneath it. It's supposed to be a young adult horror fantasy kind of thing. And I got it not that long ago, so, you know, I got my son's book fair last month. Maybe I'll just move these all down to my lap. You can see there's just junk everywhere in my office because we're doing a lot of Christmas wrapping and all that. And one I did not get to is Shadow of the Fox by Julie Kagawa. I just didn't get to reading this over the last couple weeks. I will try to get it done in the next couple weeks. This one is a review book that actually goes on sale in January. And it's The Gilded Wolves by Roshani Chokski. And this one I do really want to get read because I have it for review, so I'd like to get it read early December. So, this is Tales of the Dying Earth by Jack Vance. I can't remember if this one was one that rolled over from the last week's or not, but this is a series of, this is a pretty famous book. It's a series of stories about the Dying Earth. I don't know, it's science fiction. That's all I know about it. And this one is one that I did not get to last time. And that is A Short History of Nearly Everything by Bill Bryson. It's another to-be-read book I have. I don't know much about it except for it's supposed to be kind of a cool book, so I'm playing on that one. This is another one that rolled over, Forest of a Thousand Lanterns by Julie C. Dow. I actually started to read this, but then I was also listening to Wild Swans on audiobook, and because of the Chinese background for both of them, it was getting a little bit confusing. So I just started reading like the first chapter and I was like, you know what? The names of everything getting really confusing. I'm reading another Chinese book and I'm going to stop. So I decided to stop and push this one out. And then this one is another roller from last time, The Cruel Prince, Holly Black. And From Twinkle with Love by Sanja Menon. This is a young adult contemporary fiction that again rolled over from the last couple weeks. And then the last one that rolled over, about half of these are ones I never got to, is Wings of Wrath by C.S. Friedman. So, Friedman, I don't know how you say that. I always say Friedman, but I think it actually looks like it's Friedman. But anyways, so that's what I have. Again, as we get into holiday season, I have a lot more trouble reading. It's hockey season and holiday season, so I just don't have very much time. So I think about half of these were on my pile to read for last week. There they all are. Hopefully I will get these read in the next couple weeks. Again, I have been reading like 4 or 5 books a week, but I end up getting like some graphic novels and some review books, and so I don't always get through the whole stack that I plan to get through. Alright, well I hope everybody had, I'm recording this right after Thanksgiving, so I hope everybody had a good Thanksgiving. We're going to go meet some family for dinner, go see a movie now. It's the Friday after Thanksgiving, so we used to like go to downtown Minneapolis and do all the fancy, like, Macy's had this big Christmas display and all this, but they don't do any of that anymore. So we kind of just, we put our it's nice outside, it's 40 degrees, so we hung our Christmas lights outside. And then we're going to just meet my parents for a movie and dinner. And then we have hockey practice at like 9:30 at night tonight. So, which I think is a little bit late. Like the kids have practice from like 9 to 10, I think. And by the time they get home, I'm ready for bed. And tomorrow night, my son has friends coming to stay over for sleepover. And then it'll be Sunday and then we're back to work. So all these holiday breaks go so fast. It's crazy. Anyways, I'm not doing a stack in the shelves because, or I didn't do one Friday, which would be today, because I just didn't get any. I got one book in Outgrade, that was it. I didn't really get anything. So, and that's another thing that happens at holidays. I'm so busy buying Christmas presents for everybody else. I don't ever like seek any books out for myself because I just don't have time. So, all right. I will talk to you guys next week. I hope you have a lot of great books. You have a happy week of reading, and talk to you later. Bye.